very noble friends who are water. I'm Debar, spiritual coach, citizen journalist, and truth activist, and just checking in again this week, but I'm planning to discuss a little bit more about what I was trying to avoid to discuss last week and the week before that, actually. So anyway, we'll be right back after this. Hit subscribe for notifications when new videos are posted. And we're back with the Love Earth channel, and last week was super hot. It was in the 30s, and I just melt, and I have no motivation or inspiration really when it gets so hot. And this weekend it was actually pretty good. Today's Saturday, August 8th, 2020. It's cool, but I'm also moved myself to a part of the house where there's ceiling fans, and it's just a lot easier. And so I guess like my reluctance to share what I was finding was because it's a kind of a doom and gloom thing. But I've always felt that on the other side of what we're in right now, with what's going on in the world, what we can see with our own eyes, is the love earth on the other side of all of this, and that's what we should all look forward to. But it's a time right now of tribulation. So I had come across sorry, there's these little pop-ups that are coming up in the corner of my screen. Like, go away. The other thing too, just to mention briefly, is also it takes a long time to upload because this is a small town and the internet is slow. So I don't want to make the videos too long because it does take a long time to upload. But I'm in a kind of a strange space right now for myself. I was trying to make a video that helped us really improve our critical thinking skills and develop our spiritual genius, to provide ideas and information, and guidance for us to just really expand our worldviews as well. But so I started watching this lady's videos. Her name, Tamara Magdalene, Lioness of Yeshua. And so her backstory, according to her, is that she was part of a family growing up that was into the occult. She understands the symbolism. She understands the nature of the industries that are fully immersed in occultism and the Luciferian and the Hasatan satanic agenda. It also involves the Jesuit Society, the Masonic lodges, and so that basically human beings of love and light and love, who are children of God, are the ones that both sides are battling for. And I don't know, some of the things that she also teaches is the Bible. And I know one time I wanted to get into what the Bible was. I didn't necessarily understand it. There was aspects of it that made me feel really horrible about myself. But however many decades later, I do understand, I will stand in front of God and be judged for, my my thoughts and my actions, my deeds, for what they are. And, I think too what I've been feeling, because, my good friend helped me realize this, is that I'm in some agony over all of it, because, you want all your family to not have to be going through the challenges and the suffering that the tribulation involves. You want people to be saved. You don't want them to have to go through the violence of what is possibly coming up, a world war. And it's I guess difficult also to just sort of get your own self ready. So then you think, like, for me anyway, I go into my head a little bit of like, well, am I just being prideful and egotistical anyway, because I'm not necessarily standing up and sharing these things that I'm experiencing, that is information for everyone who's ready to hear it. And there's parts of the Bible that I don't understand, and uncertain about the people who are out there who are trying to break it down. Sorry, it's like this itchiness of the hair. But yeah, it's just, like I said before, it's been difficult. It's like, what version of the Bible do you read? There's been a lot put out. A lot's been paraphrased. There's been information missing, and the alphabet changed over however many centuries, so that there, didn't used to be J's, and the U's were V's, and V's were U's, etc., etc. So there is a lady that, her name is Lavette, Lavettee. She provides, again, some information on the etymology of words. She uses not astrology, but alchemical language to walk you through and discern what is going on, or what she considers going on. And then this Tamara woman who breaks down practically everything that we're seeing in and from Hollywood and from the music industry and politics, as being this battle of the elite between these two orders, a Luciferian one and a satanic one, with the Masons and Jesuits being part of all of these things. And anyway, I guess for me, it's like, after all of this time of the last 20 years, since I had a mental breakdown, I started to see things a lot differently. And do I consider myself awakened? I think so. But that I still have questions. They're there, but the questions is, what is the truth? But it's not about God. It's that truth is right here, and it's always been. I've always loved God, and I think as a truth activist, that's the thing that I would put out, is for the truth to truly unfold and become evident, exercising our free will, is the thing that we still have. As soon as you start to go down a rabbit hole, or you start to watch videos that are countering the mainstream narrative, you can start to see that there is an agenda. You know, the virus is made up, the vaccine that's coming down, sorry, there's a little dog that wants to come inside. So anyway, I'll wrap this up. Yeah, just, you know, the part of me, the idea of the armor of God, that you can read about if you so choose to pick up that Bible in the King James Version. You can find King James Version online.org, I believe, and looking into the armor of God. Sorry, there's two dogs in this house, and the one dog wants to go outside, and that's the big dog, and the little dog that wants to come inside. So there's one whining and one scratching at the door. So I don't know if you can hear that, but anyway, that's what that sound is. Plus the fans and the fish tank. But yeah, a little bit of a digression. You know, I'm not in a truly joyous mood. I am experiencing levels of agonizing, I don't know, like feelings of wanting people to be safe. And you know, there's still, how do you help people be safe in this time of greater tribulation? And I'm not sure, like, you know, because it still ends up being each one of us having to do that for ourselves. Not to look to men, women, you know, waiting for all these other things to happen, of like some kind of form of great leadership, when really it's going to be us who's fighting for our lives anyway. But Nico, my noble friends who are water, I guess, you know, we still have this opportunity to really determine what we want in our lives, what we want for the future. And up until, you know, that time that we have to make these decisions, we can stay clear with what we do want for our future, what we want for, you know, the future of our children and children's children, and the next 7 generations, and hold to that in a way that we're understanding that we are of God. We are made of that living water, that we are noble when we understand that we are children of God, and that we have our divine free will that is given to us. And so the choices are not for artificial intelligence ruled world, a technocratic one, you know, being forced to take vaccines, to wear masks, all those things that are still part of an agenda as far as I'm concerned. But, you know, and hopefully I can be back next week and just talk some more, and just encourage whoever sees this to, you know, stay in your place of love. Stay in that place. Love yourself. Love, you know, your loved ones. You know, because this is where our courage is. This is where our courage has always been. You know, when we rely on our mind, when we rely on our emotions, they can be manipulated and fuddled up for sure, but not here. You know, this is the place in the space where our heart beats, where it keeps a certain rhythm, you know, that keeps us attuned with each other and with God. So anyway, until next week, noble friends who are water, you know, we are all in this together, and we're all doing our best. So, take care. Love, love, love.